सॉरी आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट हाँ. 1 second. ठीक है. व्हेन यू वांट टू स्पीक समथिंग ना, जैसे मैं म्यूट पे रह गया या मैं बोले जा रहा हूँ, तो आई एम नॉट ऑलवेज लुकिंग एट द चैट. तो प्लीज रेज योर हैंड्स. ठीक है. एज सुन एज यू रेज योर हैंड्स आई रियलाइज दैट देयर इज समथिंग टू स्पीक. हाँ ठीक है. तो आई एम सॉरी आई वाज ऑन म्यूट. आई लेट मी रिपीट इट. ठीक है. विल टॉकिंग अबाउट द प्लैंक्स क्वांटम थ्योरी. ठीक है. मैंने आई थिंक थोड़ा ब्रीफ ओवरव्यू भी दिया था, वो भी म्यूट रह गया. The brief overview I gave that we were talking about dual nature of light or dual nature of electromagnetic radiations, the wave nature and particle nature. Okay. There are two experiments which explain the wave nature, interference and diffraction. We'll do that in physics, not in chemistry. Okay. Two experiments which show the particle nature, the black body radiation and photoelectric effect. Okay. We'll try and explain the black body radiation and photoelectric effect with the help of particle nature of light. And to better explain that, we need to study the Planck's quantum theory. What is Planck's quantum theory? As per the Planck's quantum theory, the energy in light or energy in electromagnetic radiations is present in the form of small packets of energy. Okay? Each packet is called a quantum or a photon. Okay? And energy of each photon, the energy of each quantum is proportional to frequency of the radiation. Energy of each photon or energy of each quantum is proportional to frequency. We say that E is proportional to nu. Okay? So therefore, E will be equal to some constant into nu, and that constant is called as the Planck's constant. E is equal to h nu. Okay? Or we can also write it as nu is equal to c by lambda. So this also gives E is equal to hc by lambda. H is called the Planck's constant. Okay? The value of H is approximately 6.626 into 10 to the power minus 34 joules seconds. Okay? The value of H is 6.626 into 10 to the power minus 34 joule seconds. So this is energy of one photon. This is energy, the formula to calculate energy of one photon. E will be the energy of a photon. Nu is equal to frequency of the electromagnetic waves or radiations. C is the speed of light. Lambda is the wavelength. क्लियर है ये? रन करूं? So we say that energy is not continuous. Energy in the electromagnetic waves is not continuous. It is present in small packets. And each packet of these electromagnetic radiations, each packet of energy can be considered as a particle in the electromagnetic radiations. The smallest unit of energy, the smallest packet of energy that is present in electromagnetic waves is equal to h nu. So each packet of energy may be considered as a particle. So by this theory, we are trying to explain the particle nature of radiations. Actually, Planck's quantum theory deals with the dual nature because it also talks about the wavelength and frequency as well as the packets of energy or the particles of energy. So it always Planck's quantum theory is talking about the dual nature of radiations because यहाँ पे हम wavelength की भी बात करते हैं, frequency की भी बात करते हैं और photons की भी बात करते हैं. Each photon can be considered as one particle. आ रहा है समझ में? आवाज आ रही है? Am I audible? ठीक है. टर्न करूं पेज? Each photon may be considered as a particle. And now total energy can be given as, total energy is given as E total is equal to NH nu or NHC by lambda. Okay, where N is the total number of photons and HC by lambda or H nu have their expected meanings. E total is the total energy. आ रहा समझ में ये? An important result we can speak from here is energy is always present. The total energy is always present as multiples of h nu. Energy can never be a fraction of h nu. Total energy present cannot be in fractions of h nu. Energy will always be a whole number multiple of h nu. Quantum and photon are same terms. Yes, energy is quantized. Energy is always a multiple of whole number multiple of h nu. So energy present in electromagnetic waves is quantized. Okay? It cannot be a fraction of h nu. H nu by 3, 7 by 3 h nu, such energies are not possible. So whenever energy is transmitted in the form of electromagnetic waves, a light comes from a source of light to any receiver. The receiver, when it gains energy from light, the energy he will gain will be always in the form of whole number multiples of h nu or hc by lambda. ठीक है? Clear है ये? So energy in the form of electromagnetic waves is always transmitted as photons or quanta. Quanta is plural of quantum. So energy is absorbed or released in the form of photons. Energy of electromagnetic waves is quantized. Now let us do some questions on based on the Planck's quantum theory. It is always a whole number multiple of clear है ये point? Turn करूं? Find energy of a photon of wavelength is equal to 400 nanometers. Find energy of a photon of wavelength is equal to 400 nanometers. Let me solve it. Directly we'll apply the formula. So energy is equal to h nu is equal to hc by lambda. The value of h will put 6.626 into 10 raised to minus 34. We'll put all values in SI units. C as equal to 3 into 10 to the power 8. Lambda is 400 nanometers. It comes out to be 400 into 10 raised to minus 9. Okay. Or we'll write this as, we'll separate the terms, 10 to the power terms separately, other terms separately. 6.626 into 3 into 10 to the power minus 34 plus 8 will be 10 to the power minus 26. Denominator 4 into 10 raised to minus 7. Okay. So this becomes 6.626 into 3 by 4. So 4.9695, approximately 4.97 into, this comes out to be 10 to the power minus 19 joules. So we find that energy of one photon is generally very, very small. Okay, it is of the order of 10 raised to minus 19 joules. It is order of few electron volts. So we can convert this into electron volts. In electron volt, this value will be 4.96 into 10 to the power minus 19 joules. Upon 1 electron volt is approximately 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19. So this comes out to be in electron volts. So the value comes out to be approximately 3.1 electron volts. आ रहा है समझ में ये? तो very often wavelength is expressed in nanometers or angstrom, and energy of a photon is expressed in electron volts. Energy is expressed in electron volts, and lambda is expressed in nanometers or electron volts. Sorry, nanometers or angstrom. तो इस फॉर्मूला को एक स्लाइटली मॉडिफाइड फॉर्म में एक्सप्रेस करते हैं, which we generally use to solve numericals. ठीक है, ये नोट कर लो, मैं नेक्स्ट पेज में बताता हूँ. तो h is a constant, c is a constant. We can express h in electron volts, and we can express c in nanometers or angstrom, nanometer per second or angstrom per second. This will directly give us the values of lambda or E in electron volts and nanometers. So one important result here is, okay, the important result here is H into C. H is a constant, C is a constant, their product will be a constant. ठीक है, तो बार बार 6.626 into 10 raised to minus 34 into 3 into 10 to the power 8 मल्टीप्लाई करके सॉल्व नहीं करेंगे. We'll memorize the value of the product of H into C. The product of H into C, one second. Is approximately 1240 electron volt nanometer, which is equal to 12400 electron volt angstrom. So this is an approximated value of H into C, which we often use in our calculations. So from here we'll get energy क्या होता है, hc by lambda. So we'll get energy in electron volts is equal to 1240, hc का value 1240 upon lambda in nanometers, which is equal to 12400 upon lambda in angstrom. So we can use this approximated result to relate energy and wavelength of electromagnetic waves. ठीक है, तो ये काफी इंपॉर्टेंट रिजल्ट है, ये याद रखना है अपने को. So we'll be very often using this result in our calculations. ठीक है, अभी जैसे देखो इस क्वेश्चन में करेंगे. In this previous question, what was given? Lambda was given as 400 nanometers. ठीक है, solving the previous question will get energy in electron volts is equal to 1240 by 400. This comes out to be approximately the same value, 124 by 4. It is 3.1 electron volt. So same ही आ रहा है ना value. As lambda was 400 nanometers, energy is equal to 3.1 electron volts. Clear है ये result? देखो सयूज, we have calculated the value of H and C, the product of H and C, and converted that into electron volts and nanometers. ठीक है, H का वैल्यू और C का वैल्यू हम अगर पुट करेंगे 6.626 into 10 raised to minus 34, this is value of H. ठीक है, और C का वैल्यू पुट करेंगे 3 into 10 to the power 8. This comes out to be 19.878 into 10 raised to minus 26. But this is in which units? This is in joules and meter. Now when we convert this into electron volts and angstrom, तो जूल को इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट में कन्वर्ट करने के लिए we'll divide this by 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19. This comes out to be electron volt meters. आ रहा है समझ में? Now we convert meters into nanometers. By 1.6, एक मिनट, ये आ जाता है 12.42. This comes out to be 12.42 into 10 raised to minus 7 इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट, और मीटर को नैनोमीटर में कन्वर्ट करेंगे तो 1 मीटर इज 10 to the power 9 nanometers. This comes out to be 1242 इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट नैनोमीटर. ठीक है, तो जिसको अप्रोक्सीमेटली हमने वन टू फोर जीरो लिखा है. आया समझ में सयूस? अभी सबको समझा? आर्यमान देखो, 1 nanometer is 10 raised to minus 9 meters. तो 1 meter is 10 to the power 9 nanometer. समझा? In the conversion above, we have converted meters to nanometers. So therefore 1 meter is 10 to the power 9 nanometers. टर्न करूं? नेक्स्ट देखो, लेट अस डू मोर क्वेश्चंस बेस्ड ऑन दिस. How many photons of lambda is equal to 600 nanometers are present in a total energy of 100 joules? How many photons of lambda is equal to 600 nanometer are present in a total energy of 100 joules? ठीक है. तो क्या फॉर्मूला यूज करेंगे? वी कैन यूज एनर्जी टोटल इज इक्वल टू NHC बाय लैम्डा। ठीक है, और वी कैन राइट total energy is equal to number of photons into energy of one photon. Okay, let us find out energy of one photon. Energy of a photon will be equal to, suppose electron volts में निकालना है तो 1240 upon 600. ठीक है, this comes out to be 2.066. 066 recurring 2.067 electron volts, energy of one photon. Okay, we can convert this into joules. In joules, it will be approximately 67 into 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 joules. This is energy of one photon. Now total energy is how much? Number of photons into energy of one photon. So we'll put the values. Total energy is 100. Number of photons we have to calculate 100 joules. This is 2.067 into 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19. We'll get number of photons as 100 upon 2.067 into 1.6 into 10 to the power 19. Okay, so let us solve this. So this comes out to be 30.23 into 10 to the power 19, approximately 3 into 10 to the power 20 photons. Clear है ये? टर्न करूं? नेक्स्ट देखो, a bulb of 100 watt is emitting light of, or it's emitting light ही लिख लेते हैं, emitting light of lambda is equal to 450 nanometer. Find the number of photons emitted by it in 1 hour. Find the number of photons emitted by it in 1 hour. 2 minutes सोचो तुम लोग, then I'll solve it. 8.15 into 10 to the power 26. Let me verify it. ठीक है. What do we mean by 100 watt? A bulb of 100 watt is actually 1 watt is 1 joule per second. So it is operating at 100 joules per second. It is operating at 100 joules per second. Normally, when we say that bulb is 100 watt, so we'll say that it consumes electrical energy at a rate of 100 joules per second. Okay. Here we'll assume that all of the energy that it takes, electrical energy, it is emitting in the form of light. So if nothing is specified, we'll assume 100% efficiency. कि जितनी electrical energy bulb consume कर रहा है, all of that electricity is converted into light. We'll assume that it is emitting energy at the rate of 100 joules per second. Or we can write power is energy upon time. The total energy emitted by the bulb will be equal to power into time. Okay? This is the total energy emitted by the bulb. And this can be written as equal to number of photons into energy of one photon. Let us find out energy of one photon. And this is also equal to, total energy is also equal to number of photons into energy of one photon. So let us find out the energy of a photon. Energy of photon is equal to 1240 upon 450 electron volts, or 124 by 45 electron volts. This is approximate value. Now we'll write total energy as equal to power into time. And this is equal to n into number of photons into energy of one photon, 124 by 45 eV. Okay, let us put the values. Power is 100 watt, time is 1 hour. 1 hour is 3600 seconds. Okay, so this will come out to be in joules. We'll convert electron volts into joules into 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 joules. Now we get the value of n as 100 into 3600 into 45 upon 124 into 1.6 into 10 to the power 19. ठीक है, ये कैलकुलेट कर लेते हैं. This is approximately, one second, we can write this as 10 to the power 4, so 36 into 45 upon 124 into 1.6, और ये दो दो चार 10 to the power 23. So we'll get 36 into 45 divided by 124 divided by 1.6. So this is 8.16 into 10 to the power 23 photons. So this is the number of photons. 8.16 into 10 to the power 23. No problem, we're okay. Okay, but normally try and express your answer in the standard form. So 1 digit before decimal and 10 to the power of something. तो 8.16 और 15 into 10 to the power 26 वत्सल का थोड़ा रॉन्ग आ गया था, 10 का पावर रॉन्ग आया था. ठीक है, you must have done some calculation mistakes. दिस इज अप्रोक्सीमेटली 8.16 into 10 to the power 23. क्लियर है ये? Is it understood, everyone? नेक्स्ट देखो, let us solve a similar question based on this. You all have booklet. We'll solve one question from the booklet. Foundation builders subjective question number 1. पेज नंबर में बता देता हूँ. I think it's page number 54 of module 1. मैं क्वेश्चन भी लिख देता हूँ. A light source operating at 600 watts emits 2 into 10 to the power 22 photons per second. Emits 2 into 10 to the power 22 photons per second. Find the wavelength of the light emitted by the light source. Try करो ये. Definitely it is a monochromatic light source. We are talking about a single wavelength, monochromatic light source. Monochromatic मतलब only one wavelength. Polychromatic मतलब multiple wavelengths. A monochromatic light source operating at 600 watt emits 2 into 10 to the power 22 photons per second. Find the wavelength of the light. Try करो. इट्स अ वेरी सिमिलर क्वेश्चन, इसमें जस्ट रिवर्स है, ठीक है। वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट द वेवलेंथ, नंबर ऑफ फोटॉन्स इज गिवन। तो सेम मेथड यूज करेंगे, total energy is equal to number of photons into energy of one photon, that will be equal to 1240 by lambda, ठीक है। this is in electron volts। energy put करेंगे power into time, time is 1 second, तो 600 watt into 1 second, this will be in joules, is equal to n into 1240 by lambda। electron volts को भी हम joules में convert करेंगे, ठीक है। number of photons value is given, how much photons, how many photons, 2 into 10 to the power 22, so we'll put the value, this is 600 into 1 in joules, number of photons is 2 into 10 to the power 22, ठीक है। now we'll solve it, lambda is equal to 1240 into 1.6 into 2 or 10 to the power 22 minus 19 10 to the power 3 upon 600, ठीक है। so this comes out to be 6.61 3 into 10 to the power 3 nanometers or 6613 nanometers। क्लियर है ये? 6613 meters नहीं, 6613 nanometers, this is lambda in nanometers, because in this formula if you put 1240 lambda will come out in nanometers, तो यूनिट बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, आंसर विल बी 6613 नैनोमीटर्स। क्लियर है ये? टर्न करूं? नेक्स्ट अटेम्प्ट द सेकेंड क्वेश्चन, FBS क्वेश्चन नंबर 2, फाउंडेशन बिल्डर सब्जेक्टिव, क्वेश्चन नंबर 2 अटेम्प्ट करो, ठीक है। जब तक बाकी लोग ये नोट कर लो पूरा, ठीक है। मीनवाइल यू मे प्लीज अटेम्प्ट क्वेश्चन नंबर 2, FBS क्वेश्चन नंबर 2, ट्राई करो वो वाला क्वेश्चन। ठीक है, अभी ये वाला क्वेश्चन करते हैं, FBS क्वेश्चन नंबर 2. A 75-watt bulb converts only 15% of the energy supplied to it into visible light. देखो यहाँ पे efficiency given है, the efficiency is only 15%. So when we say that a bulb is 75 watt, so what happens? इस 75 watt में it consumes electrical energy at the rate of 75 watt, but out of that only 15% is converted into light. ठीक है, और लाइट का वेवलेंथ दिया हुआ है 550 नैनोमीटर्स. तो यहाँ पे we'll apply the some similar formula. Total energy is equal to NHC by lambda, or n into energy of one photon. Total energy is how much? We're talking about how much time per second. So power is 75 watts, time is 1 seconds, but efficiency is only 15%. So into 15 by 100. So this is the total energy emitted as light. This will be equal to number of photons into energy of one photon will be 1240 upon lambda. This will be in electron volts. This is in joules. Okay, now we'll convert this into proper units. 75 into 15 by 100 is equal to n into 1240. निकालना क्या है यहाँ पर? Number of photons निकालना है. Wavelength is 550 nanometers upon 550. And this is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19. अभी सॉल्व कर देंगे. तो n is equal to 75 into 15 into 55 upon 124 into 1.6 into 100, और यहाँ पे into 10 to the power 19. ठीक है, let us solve this. So this comes out to be 3.11 into 10 to the power 19. This is the number of photons. 3.11 into 10 to the power 19. बहुत लोगों ने रॉन्ग किया है, कुछ लोगों का सही भी आया है. This comes out to be 3.11 into 10 to the power 19. क्लियर है ये? One important result in the Planck's quantum theory is whenever electromagnetic waves, energy from electromagnetic waves is incident on an object, okay, the light or the electromagnetic radiations, whenever they interact with any object, okay, there is one-on-one interaction between photons and particles. So when photons transmit their energy, light transmit their energy, okay, one photon interacts with one particle. ऐसे समझो, when light is incident on the surface of a metal, electrons are emitted. ये photoelectric effect का result है. So we say that one photon interacts with only one electron. ठीक है. Sometimes using the energy of a light, ठीक है, a reaction may take place, photochemical reactions. Photochemical reactions एक example तुम लोगों ने 10th में किया होगा, chlorination reaction. Using energy of a light, a chlorine-chlorine bond in a chlorine molecule can be broken. So whenever such interactions take place, the interactions between photons and particles, there is one-on-one interaction between photon and particle. Energy of one photon is transmitted to only one particle. ठीक है, ऐसा नहीं होगा कि 10, 15, 20 photons will together collide with a single particle. There's always one-on-one interaction between photons and particles. ठीक है, तो we'll write this point. ठीक है. there is always one-on-one interaction between photons and particles. What does this mean? Each photon interacts with only one particle, and vice versa. Each particle interacts with only one photon. Each atom or molecule or electron bracket में or any other particle interacts with only one photon at a time. At one instant, it will interact with only one photon. Okay. So this is based on a phenomenon called as binary collisions. Whenever there are a number of particles together, or these particles are in constant random motion, and when the particles collide, there is 98% chance that binary collisions take place. What is binary collision? Two particles colliding simultaneously at a time. It's quite rare that three particles will simultaneously collide at the same time. इसकी probability काफी कम होती है. ठीक है, थोड़े बहुत टर्शियरी कोलिजन्स होते हैं, बट स्टिल दैट दोज आर रेयर. ठीक है, हायर डिग्री कोलिजन्स जहां पे चार पार्टिकल्स एक साथ कोलाइड करे, पांच पार्टिकल्स एक साथ कोलाइड करे, उनकी प्रोबेबिलिटी बहुत ही कम होती है, उसको हम इग्नोर करते हैं. तो मोस्ट ऑफ द कोलिजन्स आर बाइनरी कोलिजन्स. तो जब लाइट, सपोज करो हमारे पास एक कंटेनर है जिसमें क्लोरीन गैस है, और लाइट इज इंसिडेंट ऑन दैट कंटेनर, तो लाइट से क्या फोटोन्स आ रहे हैं, और कंटेनर में क्लोरीन के मॉलिक्यूल्स हैं, तो फोटोन्स विल कोलाइड विद क्लोरीन मॉलिक्यूल्स. तो एक बार में दो ही पार्टिकल साइमल्टेनियसली कोलाइड कर सकते हैं. तो जब व्हेन फोटोन विल कोलाइड विद क्लोरीन, तो वन फोटोन विल कोलाइड विद वन क्लोरीन मॉलिक्यूल. ठीक है, आ रहा है समझ में ये पॉइंट? देयर इज ऑलवेज वन ऑन वन इंटरेक्शन बिटवीन photons and particles. So based on this, okay, based on this, we'll solve one question of the booklet, Foundation Builder Subjective, question number 4. ठीक है, थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट है, तुम लोग एक बार रीड करो ये क्वेश्चन, फिर मैं एक्सप्लेन करता हूँ. फाउंडेशन बिल्डर सब्जेक्टिव, क्वेश्चन नंबर 4. देखो मैं एक्सप्लेन करता हूँ ये वाला क्वेश्चन. इट्स अ गुड क्वेश्चन एंड इट will help us understand the concept of this one-on-one interaction between photons and particles. ठीक है. तो iodine molecule dissociate into atoms by absorbing light of 4500 angstrom. ठीक है. If one quantum of radiation is absorbed by each molecule. तो यहाँ पे गिवन है एक्चुअली स्टेटमेंट में क्वेश्चन में ऑलरेडी स्पेसिफाइड है जस्ट टू अवॉइड एनी कंफ्यूजन फ्रॉम योर साइड कि वन क्वांटम ऑफ रेडिएशन मतलब वन फोटोन ईच मॉलिक्यूल एब्जॉर्ब्स ओनली वन फोटोन. ठीक है. वी हैव टू फाइंड वी हैव टू कैलकुलेट द काइनेटिक एनर्जी ऑफ वन आयोडीन एटम. तो थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट है ये. मैं पहले इसको थोड़ा सा मॉडिफाई कर रहा हूँ. ठीक है. आई एम स्लाइटली मॉडिफाइंग दिस क्वेश्चन. ठीक है. देन विल सॉल्व द क्वेश्चन नंबर 4. लेट अस टेक दिस लेटर ऑन. मैं थोड़ा मॉडिफाई करता हूँ इस क्वेश्चन को. The bond energy of iodine is 240 kilojoule per mole. Find the wavelength of photons required to break the iodine-iodine bond in I2 molecule. Bond energy of iodine is 240 kilojoules per mole. ठीक है. Find the wavelength of the photons required to break the iodine-iodine bond in I2 molecule. ठीक है. तो मैं एक्सप्लेन करता हूँ ये. पहले लेट अस सॉल्व दिस क्वेश्चन. फिर इस क्वेश्चन के बेसिस पे पहले इसको समझते हैं. फिर इसको समझने के बाद विल ट्राई एन अटेम्प्ट FBS क्वेश्चन नंबर 4. ठीक है. What is bond energy? BE. BE stands for bond energy. Bond energy is the energy required to break a bond. ठीक है. And normally, ठीक है, photons can provide that energy to break a bond. तो इसको एक केमिकल रिएक्शन की तरह रिप्रेजेंट कर सकते हैं. We have I2 molecule, and when we supply some energy to it in the form of photons, the I2 molecule breaks into iodine atoms. Okay, an important concept here is one iodine molecule will interact with only one photon. Okay. The value of bond energy is given as kilojoules per mole. So what does it mean? It means that 1 mole of iodine molecule will require an energy of 240 kilojoules to get completely converted into iodine atoms. So energy is given in kilojoules per mole. तो वी कैन राइट दिस पॉइंट. देखो याद करो मैंने कन्वर्शन लिखाया था किलोजूल्स पर मोल और इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट पर पार्टिकल में. तो विल यूज दैट कन्वर्शन. बॉन्ड एनर्जी ऑफ आयोडीन इज गिवन as 240 kilojoules per mole. This will be approximately 240 by 96.5 electron volt per molecule. याद है ये कन्वर्शन? To 40 kilojoules per mole will be approximately 240 by 96.5 electron volts per molecule. ये कन्वर्शन सबको याद है? ये काफी इंपॉर्टेंट कन्वर्शन है. विल बी यूजिंग दिस इन फ्यूचर प्रॉब्लम्स आल्सो. याद करो मैंने लिखा था 1 electron volt per particle. That particle can be a molecule also. Is 96.5, approximately 96.5 kilojoules per mole. याद है ये कन्वर्शन? ठीक है. तो 240 अपॉन 96.5 इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट्स पर मॉलिक्यूल. इसकी वैल्यू अगर कैलकुलेट करते हैं तो लेट अस कैलकुलेट दिस वैल्यू. 240 divided by 96.5 is approximately 2.48 electron volts, 2.487. You can write it as 2.5 eV. ठीक है. एक सेकेंड रुकना. ठीक है, इतना क्लियर है सबको? तो फॉर वन आयोडीन मॉलिक्यूल एनर्जी रिक्वायर्ड इज 2.5 इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट, and this much energy is given by a photon. So that means energy of one photon must be 2.5 electron volt. Okay? Because at one instant, only one photon will collide with one iodine molecule. So energy of one photon that breaks the iodine-iodine bond must be equal to 2.5 electron volt. So from here we'll say that energy of a photon that breaks the iodine-iodine bond must be equal to 2.5 electron volts. Now we'll get lambda. Energy का formula क्या था? Energy is equal to 1240 by lambda in nanometers is equal to 2.5 eV. यहाँ से आ जाएगा lambda is equal to 1240 upon 2.5, which is approximately equal to 496 nanometers. So light of lambda is equal to 496 nanometers can break the iodine-iodine bond in iodine molecules. ये पॉइंट समझा सबको? ठीक है, तो दिस पार्ट ऑफ द क्वेश्चन इज अंडरस्टूड. ठीक है, तो यहां पे हमने क्या देखा कि एनर्जी रिक्वायर्ड टू ब्रेक द बॉन्ड इज हाउ मच? 2.5 इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट. तो फोटोन की एनर्जी 2.5 इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट होनी चाहिए. अगर फोटोन की एनर्जी 2.5 इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट से कम है तो बॉन्ड ब्रेक नहीं होगा. If the energy of a photon is less than 2.5 electron volt, the bond will not be broken. ऐसा नहीं होगा कि एक फोटोन कोलाइड किया फिर उसके बाद दूसरा फोटोन भी कोलाइड करके तीसरा फोटोन भी कोलाइड करके फिर बॉन्ड ब्रेक कर देगा. तो वॉट एवर हैपेंस ड्यूरिंग वन कोलिजन. एक फोटोन एक मॉलिक्यूल से कोलाइड किया, ठीक, बॉन्ड ब्रेक होगा तो होगा, नहीं तो वापस से फोटोन निकल जाएगा. ठीक, फोटोन में आइदर ट्रांसमिट all of its energy to the iodine molecule or may not transmit any of its energy. It may transmit all of its energy to iodine molecule, and if the bond can be broken, bond will be broken. ठीक है, अगर फोटोन की एनर्जी 2.5 इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट है या उससे ज्यादा है तो बॉन्ड ब्रेक होगा. ठीक है, अदरवाइज ठीक है, द बॉन्ड विल नॉट बी ब्रोकन, दैट फोटोन विल नॉट बी एब्जॉर्ब्ड बाय आयोडीन मॉलिक्यूल. ठीक है, आ रहा है समझ में ये पॉइंट? Only when energy of photon is greater than or equal to 2.5 electron volt, then the bond is broken. Now what happens if energy of photon is, suppose energy of photons that are incident on the iodine molecule, अभी रिक्वायर्ड है 496 नैनोमीटर वेवलेंथ के फोटोन्स, बट सपोज इससे कम वेवलेंथ का फोटोन लिया हमने, 400 नैनोमीटर का फोटोन लिया, 300 नैनोमीटर का फोटोन लिया, तो उनकी एनर्जी काफी ज्यादा आएगी. सपोज एनर्जी ऑफ फोटोन, ईच फोटोन that is being supplied to iodine molecules is 4 electron volts. ठीक है, फिर क्या होगा? 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट की एनर्जी आयोडीन मॉलिक्यूल को मिल रही है. ये आयोडीन मॉलिक्यूल है, इस पे 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट का फोटोन्स आ रहा है. ठीक है, तो आयोडीन मॉलिक्यूल ब्रेक होकर आयोडीन एटम्स में कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा, बट इसको ब्रेक करने के लिए ओनली 2.5 इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट एनर्जी इज कंज्यूम्ड. तो व्हाट हैपेंस टू द रेस्ट ऑफ द एनर्जी? ठीक है, हमेशा टोटल एनर्जी कंजर्व होती है, एनर्जी इज नॉट डिस्ट्रॉयड. इफ यू हैव सप्लाइड अ टोटल एनर्जी ऑफ 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट, Out of 4 electron volt, 2.5 electron volt of energy is spent in breaking the bond. Where the rest energy goes, the rest energy gets converted into kinetic energy. The excess energy that is supplied will get converted into kinetic energy of the atoms. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे हम लिखेंगे kinetic energy will be equal to energy supplied minus energy spent. ठीक है, how much energy supplied? Energy supplied will be equal to energy of a photon. Energy spent will be bond energy. ये कंसेप्ट समझ में आ रहा है सबको? Whatever energy we are supplying to the iodine molecules, ठीक है, उसमें से some energy will be spent in breaking the iodine bond. The excess energy will get converted into the kinetic energy. ठीक है, are you getting this? Now in this context we'll solve the question number 4 of foundation builder subjective. So let me solve that question. I'll take 2-3 minutes more. ठीक है, थोड़ा 2-3 minutes I'll extend. Let me solve that question. ठीक है, then I'll leave this lecture. ठीक है, पेज टर्न करूं? Now solving the question number 4 of foundation builder subjective. ठीक है, energy supplied is the energy of photon and the wavelength was 4500 angstrom. So energy will be 12400 by 4500 because energy wavelength is given in angstrom. So 124 by 45. So this comes out to be 2.755 electron volts. ठीक है, and the bond energy we had calculated, bond energy was 240 kilojoule per mole, which was effectively 2.5 electron volts per molecule. So we'll say that kinetic energy is equal to 2.755 minus 2.5 is equal to 0.255 electron volts. Now this much kinetic energy is gained by 2 iodine atoms. When one iodine molecule breaks, it converts into 2 iodine atoms. So this is for 2 iodine atoms. So we'll say that kinetic energy for each iodine atom is equal to 0.255 divided by 2. So approximately 0.12775 electron volts. ठीक है, calculate the kinetic energy of one iodine atom is 0.12775 electron volts. In joules it will become into 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 joules. Approximately 0.2044 into 10 raised to minus 19 joules or 2.044 into 10 raised to minus 20 joules. Clear है ये? Is this question clear now? Foundation builder subjective question number 4. ठीक है, आज के लेक्चर में हम इतना ही करते हैं. कुछ होमवर्क दे देता हूं मैं, 1 मिनट रुको. We'll solve some questions from Foundation Builders objective exercise. ठीक है, homework is Foundation Builders objective, question number 7 to 15, these 8 questions. ठीक है, so this is your homework for the next lecture. Try and attempt. ठीक है, now I'm ending the lecture. Clear है ना सबको, कोई डाउट नहीं है? Go through the question properly for a better understanding. ठीक है, go through the notes and then try and attempt the questions from the booklet. चलो, thank you everyone. Yeah, good day. Have a good day, you too.